Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We are going to combine MLB and NBA basketball because we're running short on time. How about that? Anyway, so October 25th, Saturday, October 25th, MLB NBA World Series Game 2. We've got about, 5 games on the slate for the NBA as well. If you're new to our show or coming back again, thank you for joining us. All of our shows here on YouTube brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier. 7-day free trial in the comments section and also the YouTube channel page here at Sports Bets for Free. Make sure you check that out. 7 days, no charge. Check it out. I mean, trust me, everybody needs help with props or, plays or whatever it may be, or where the money's coming in on the books, or to odd shop, if anything else, at multiple books from one spot and store all those bets in one place. Outlier, 7-day free trial. Just try it out. See if you like it. If you don't, cancel. No big shake. They're pretty confident, though, at Outlier that you will like it and you will continue with them. So, and it's not that expensive either. So just something to help you along with great bet ideas and things of that nature as well. Or join our Discord. We do have weekly or monthly options in the Discord there. You'll also find that link in the comments section or the YouTube channel page. You can get all of our data early. You can get our unit sizes, all that kind of fun stuff. You can get early, and get ahead of line moves and juice moves. The money you spend, you'll save in juice or save in points or save on a prop. Trust me on that. It's well worth it. Anyway, we'll get started. We'll run through the NBA, finish up with World Series Game 2 after that crazy World Series Game 1. So we'll get more into that. Let's get started. Bulls and Magic, 7 o'clock Eastern time frame. I'm going to be really honest here about the Magic. They have been god-awful. Defensively, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Banchero's been he disappeared last night. They're on a back-to-back. Bulls coming on full rest. They have been god-awful. This is a team that's built on defense, and they have not done that the first 2 games. Now, Franz Wagner, or Franz, depending on where you're from, fantastic yesterday on Friday. Awesome. Jalen Suggs looked good. Desmond Bane couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. But I'm shocked at this team defensively that they cannot figure out how to play defense. Bulls, on the other hand, they're not known for defense. What the Bulls can do, and they did to the Pistons in Game 1, is score a hell of a lot of points. And Josh Giddey, main driver of that. So this game with the Bulls getting full rest and getting 6 in Orlando, give us some of this, will you, please? Let's give you all the plays we've got here. Bulls plus 1.5 first quarter, 3.5 first half, 6.5 for the game. Giddey, 20-plus points. Kevin Huerter, 10-plus points. Franz, 23-plus points. Huerter, 2-plus threes. And Wagner, 5-plus rebounds. We're also going to go with Giddey with 8-plus assists. Giddey at over 35.5 par points, assists, rebounds combined. Banchero for 3-plus turnovers, and Desmond Bane, who's been turning the ball over more than I've ever seen him before, at over 2.5 turnovers in that one, right? Yeah, both of those guys over 2.5 turnovers, Banchero and Bane. Crazy stuff, what we've seen from the Magic so far. Like I said, it's really disappointing. I mean, I understand the record's 1-1, and we're only 2 games deep, and nothing's a must-win. But at this point in the season, but it's been disappointing through 2 games to see what they've done defensively. And Banchero, where the hell were you on Friday? Did you take a nap? Did you not tell anybody you really didn't want to play? What the heck was going on there for you on Friday night? We'll see if he bounces back. His point line didn't even drop realistically. And what did he score? 11? I think he had 4 in the first half. Couldn't hit. Taking all kinds of threes again. Go to the rim, young fella. That's where you live. That's where you make your donuts. Next game up, 7:30 Eastern time. Thunder, Game 3 of their season against the Hawks. So the Thunder have had to go, double overtime in both games. Now they're on the road here at Atlanta. 6.5 total. This total keeps getting steamed up. Atlanta comes off a back-to-back night. They had to travel back. Atlanta with a nice win. Shocked that they won, to be really honest. In their second game here, Trae Young still really hasn't been dominant offensively, at least with the assist ball. Okongwu's been excellent through 2 games. They're kind of a little hit and miss at the moment. It's going to happen. They're putting some new pieces together with Porzingis and and Walker there as well. Walker Alexander, or however you want to pronounce his name this week. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. And then they got both Daniels and Dyson back, so 2 guys that are realistically really close on what they do as 3-and-D guys. So trying to fit all those guys in the lineup and get a rotation, I understand, can be a little bit difficult. So didn't expect them to be like dominant out the blocks, but they inconsistent a little bit. It's kind of the word. I mean, they gave up like 100,000 points on opening night against the Raptors, and then don't give up a bunch yesterday. Kind of, like I said, a little bit shocking there. But anyway, this game here, Thunder have not shot the ball well yet. Both their games have went over thanks to double overtime. SGA's been a monster, coming off that 55-point performance here. Let's give you all the plays in this one, and we're sticking away. We're going to the total here. This line's already shot up from a few hours ago. Thunder Hawks over 57.5 first quarter, 114.5 first half, 235.5 for the game. Like I said, this thing's already shot up to 238.5 at a lot of places. I think we're going to see scoring in bounds. I hope the Thunder defense shows up, and they, for gosh sakes, can they hit a 3-pointer at all? I mean, it's ridiculous. Dort is still like 1 for 100 from 3. Carson Wallace is supposed to be back. He did hit some threes. AJ Mitchell, maybe he's the answer. I don't know, but they can. The problem that they're having right at the moment, the Thunder is they can't spread the floor on that one there. So the rest of the plays in that Thunder game, SGA for 34+ points. Chet, who comes off a horrible offensive performance the other night on Thursday night, 20+ points. Carson Wallace, 10+ points. AJ Mitchell, 10+ points. So just between those 4 guys, we've got 74 points for the Thunder at least. Okongwu, 13+ points. Chet, 2+ threes. Wallace, 2+ threes. Carson Wallace again, 4+ rebounds. SGA for 2+ steals. As long as they keep this where it's at, we're going to be on SGA 2+ steals every night. It's not the big plus money it was the other night, but still worth a hell of a play. Chet for 2+ blocks. We have not seen him block a shot yet through 2 games. It's only a matter of time. Chet's one of the premier shot blockers in the league. I don't know what the heck's going on there. The first 2 games he didn't get a block, but we expect him to get a couple here on Saturday. Also, Porzingis, 2+ turnovers. And Chet, who's been turning the ball over at monster rates. I mean, like 3+ a game at 2+ turnovers, and it was juicy, but not horribly bad there for Chet Holmgren. So that gets us through that game there. Let's get on to the next one, shall we? We've got another 7:30 Eastern time frame. The 76ers and the Hornets. Hornets on the road. 76ers favored by 4.5 here. 230, 8.5 or 236.5 total? Sorry, eyes are getting bad on us. The Hornets played well in game 1. They were at home playing an inferior team against the Nets. We saw how bad the Nets were, even though they ended up, covering on Friday. But the Hornets are on the road this time. 76ers obviously don't want to play Joel Embiid, then just sit his ass instead of messing this thing around. That was crazy what we saw from them against the Celtics. Obviously, if you guys watched the Celtics on Friday, it's really simple to beat them. Just stick Embiid by the basket and throw it up there. I mean, oh, my God, what was Embiid? I don't understand what they do with these big guys. It's like Wembanyama with the Spurs. All you got to do is put them next to the basket, and all they do is score, score, score. But these guys want to be like point guards and stuff. Get their butt in the block. It's not hard. It's not hard to figure out. If you're a foot taller or bigger than everybody else, you should easily score or get fouled. Anyway, in this game here, I don't think the 4.5 is definitely enough here. We are on the 76ers. Let me give you those plays here. 76ers -0.5 first quarter, 2.5 first half, 4.5 for the game. We do have a slight spite bet on Embiid here, under 18.5 points. If they're only going to play him 20 minutes max, We'll just play the under until proven otherwise. That was a shit show the other night. I'm not going to recommend anybody take that particular one. We're just letting you know what we played. That is a pure spite bet on that one. LaMelo, 22 plus points. Maxey, 27 plus points. LaMelo, 4 plus threes. Maxey, 4 plus threes. LaMelo sprinkled a little bit on 5 plus threes. Maxey, 5 plus threes. Miles Bridges, 7 plus rebounds. I think that is a steal. He looks like he might be ready to get the average probably 8-9 rebounds for the season, as Miles did have a good game one. LaMelo, 4 plus turnovers. LaMelo, 8 plus assists. And Maxey, 36 plus par in that game there. Like I said, I think we're going to see some scoring from both sides there. The question is can the Hornets keep up with the 76ers? I don't think they can long term in that game. But, first quarter, first half, maybe even into the third, Hornets keep up with them, and then the 76ers figure out a way to put that thing away late. But it should be relatively close early. Expect a couple-point game maybe at the quarter, maybe 4-point game at the half, and then the 76ers figure out how to win that thing by double digits as we come down the stretch. Next game up, we just went over the Hornets. Hello. Pacers, Grizzlies. 8 o'clock Eastern time frame. So if you saw the Grizz game yesterday, they got absolutely punked by the Heat. I think the Heat shot about 90% from three the way it looked in the first half. Oh, my God. So Bam Adebayo had like 20-plus points in the first half and then didn't really have to do much after that. The Heat were up 40 in the first half. They have looked fantastic offensively through 2 games. Who expected that? Norman Powell led them in game 1. Bam was there in game 2. No Tyler Hero, and they're 2-0. Now they're going back-to-back. They're going to the Grizz. The Grizz are also on a back-to-back. I'm sorry, not the Heat. We're talking about the Grizz. The Grizz are on a back-to-back at home. They got punked. They sat a lot of people. Here's one thing you can count on with the Grizzlies. When in doubt, go over. 237.5. I think we're getting this at a steal. I'm shocked that they have not went to 250 yet here on the Grizz or getting in the 240s. Pacers, Grizz, over 57.5 first quarter, 115.5 first half, 237.5 for the game. We'll say this about the Pacers. I thought they played really well in game 1. Now, they did come up a little short on the stick against the Thunder, but that's nothing to be ashamed of or to think that they weren't there. Siakam was fantastic. Mathurin was fantastic. They've got some decent pieces. The question, if Mathurin's going to take a monster step forward this season, and Siakam is as well, they might be okay shape. Instead of being a 35-win team, they might be able to get to 45 in the Eastern Conference. Now, they're missing Miles Turner. Obviously, he went to the Bucks. Halliburton's out for the season. TJ McConnell's not back for probably a month, roughly. I mean, they've got some issues they need to obviously deal with, but if those guys can carry the water on, carry the bucket, so to speak, for the next month, they might be okay. TJ gets in there, gives them some point guard minutes. Nembhard will need to figure some stuff out as the current point guard. We expect him to figure some things out here a little bit later on, but this game here should be helter-skelter here with the Pacers and the Grizz. But the rest of the plays in there, player prop-wise, Mathurin at 20-plus points. He did score almost 40 in game 1. Jalen Wells, 10-plus points. He didn't play many minutes and got to 9 with 3 threes on Friday's game. Siakam, 21-plus points. He had a monster as well. Mathurin, 2-plus threes. This is one of our bigger plays of the day. I think he's going to get wide-open looks, and he can hit them. Siakam, 2-plus threes. Siakam, 9-plus rebounds, had double digits in game 1. KCP, Caldwell Pope. So this line's going to get adjusted, I almost guarantee you, for game 4. But currently at over a half a turnover, he's been turning the ball over 3 to 4 times a game. So 1+ TO, I understand it's juicy, but if you've got to play it there. Jared Jackson, 3+ turnovers. Siakam, 34+ par. And that one there. And the final game of Saturday, 10 o'clock Eastern time, the Suns, Nuggets in Denver. Suns are on a back-to-back. Suns just got absolutely drilled in Clipper land, as we told you they would. Booker didn't play well. Royce O'Neal was okay. There's not a lot to love on that Suns team anyway. I told you, Suns under 32.5 wins. I thought was one of the easier things on the board. They should be 0-2. If not for a monster comeback at home in Gamewood, they would be. Don't like them in this one. Definitely like Denver being at home. The Suns normally struggle in Denver as well. Devin Booker, we'll see what happens. But let's give you all the plays here. Nuggets, -4.5 first quarter, 7.5 first half, 13 for the game. Jokic, 30-plus points. Now, I know he didn't get there in game one because Aaron Gordon was going absolutely crazy. I understand that one. I think Jokic, he normally dominates the Suns, especially in the point area. So 30-40 is not out of the realm here for Jokic in this game. Royce O'Neal, 10-plus points. He's hit that twice in 2 games. Gordon, 17-plus points coming off of, what did he score, 100 the other night? Jokic, 2+ threes because he's been launching them up like crazy. If he's going to take 10 threes a game, then we're definitely going to take over 1.5 with him as many times as he's going to shoot. Then we've got Booker for 4+ turnovers. He's had, 3 and 6 in his first 2 games. Jokic, 12+ rebounds. Jokic, 50+ par. That's points, assists, rebounds combined. Like I said, I think he's going to put up a monster point night, which is going to make that par bet even easier. And a little plus money one for you on Jokic triple-double. He did hit it in game one. Obviously, the line came down. So still plus money, as it should be for a triple-double, but should be obtainable there for Jokic. All right, that's the NBA for the 25th. Let's shift over to baseball. World Series Game 2. So if you got a chance to watch Game 1, I'm going to say this is my reaction. Wow. Now, the Dodgers did kind of what we thought. They'd score somewhere between 2 to 4 runs. They capped out at 4. We did not expect the Blue Jays to go off. Now, once Snell was pulled, first of all, let's just go through this. The reason why Martinez, I think, is he does not let guys go, knowing his bullpen is absolute trash. I know Snell had the bases loaded there. I almost guarantee Snell gets out of there with 2 runs or less. That puts him down 4-2 at that point. Why the hell are you bringing in the bullpen at that point, especially in the middle innings? I know Snell's pitch count was up there due to the first inning, and I know they hit the ball hard against him a couple times, but there was no reason to yank Snell there. That was panic move by the manager for the Dodgers. Didn't like it. I think at 4-2, the Dodgers still have a chance to probably win that game. But they went to the bullpen. Instead, they give up, 9 runs in that inning. It's 11-4 final. Once they got to double digits, game was over. So, I mean, we missed on the under and we missed on the Dodgers. Not going to lie there. We did have a good night batting prop wise. Didn't have an issue there. Will Smith did his deal. We got Vlad had a hit. We had some stuff in there as well, but definitely we're on the wrong side of the total and the team there. But game 2 is a little bit different story. Yamamoto going against Kevin Gausman. Gausman is the guy that does give up the long ball, which does help out the Dodgers. The Dodgers don't put a bunch of guys on base like the Blue Jays do. The Blue Jays are one of those teams that are going to continually put pressure on the defense on base, whether it's walk, hits, whatever. They don't rely on the long ball as much. In the playoffs, it has so far. Obviously, they're in the World Series. I don't expect Yamamoto to be complete game dominant like he was against the Brewers. Obviously, the offense for the Blue Jays seems to be a lot better than what the Brewers are. I think just for 11 runs today. We're staying away from the total. We are all over the I think these 2 games in Toronto, then head back home. And the Dodgers and Yamamoto on the mound, there was -140 available on the money line. That's excellent value for a team that should be above $60, $70 in this game. But probably a little overreaction from the Blue Jays game. Let's give you all the plays here. Dodgers money line, then a bunch of hitter props after that. So Clement, 1+ total base. Kiki Hernandez, he can hit $180 during the regular season. In the playoffs, he figures out how to hit 400. A 1+ hit run RBI. Luke's 1+ hit. Will Smith, we're going back to that. Well, he cashed yesterday. 2 over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Vlad over 1.5 total bases. Tommy Edman over 1.5 hit run RBI. That's decent plus money for hit run RBI bet as well. Bichette 1+ single. Will Smith 1+ single. George Springer over 1.5 hit run RBI. Bichette, I'm going to give you this one here. So he's walked, I think, in 6 or 7 straight games. I understand it was part of that's the regular season. He gets a walk yesterday. It is plus 290 on DraftKings for Bichette to get a walk. Varsho, over a half hit run RBI. He hit the 2-run homer yesterday. And Clement, pretty good plus money there as well as over 1.5 hit run RBI as well. A lot of those guys from the Blue Jays are going to get a lot of, I think there's a lot of singles. I think obviously the Mariners kind of gave a little bit of the blueprint what the Dodgers are, and that's home runs. But, the Blue Jays are going to have to execute multiple hits in order to score. I think Yamamoto gives up some hits. I don't think he gives up a boatload of runs. Now, we would maybe slightly lean to the over here at 7.5. We're not going to play it because we have seen Yamamoto pitch really well, and this game could be under. But the total is interesting at 7.5 with Gausman on the hill, and after yesterday's 11-4 game. Should be a good one, though. World Series Game 2. We're looking forward to watching that one. All right, that's a rundown of the NBA and MLB. Sorry we didn't separate the shows, but needed to put them together for time's sake. So make sure you watch the whole thing. You can get the NBA plays and the MLB plays all in one show. All of our shows brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier. Make sure you check out the 7-day free trial in the comments section of this show and also on the YouTube channel page and private Discord channel available. There's a couple 100+ members as well on there. We got multiple cappers throwing down plays. We got members of the Discord that like to throw up what they're playing on some parlays and things of that nature. We give you a boatload of straight wagers as well. So we've already posted NFL, college football's in there, obviously been in there for days. Baseball and basketball, all this stuff that you're getting now, we actually already gave them to get ahead of everybody. Not only that, you get the unit sizes that we're playing so you can find out which the bigger bets are, the ones you probably want to play first. All of that's going to be available on the Discord channel. We do have a weekly and monthly option for you as well. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.